So I'm here with Athena Clarke at the first meeting, the kickoff meeting of the Donald J. Trump Republican Club in Brooklyn. Tell us a little bit about this event and why you're here.
So I'm here because my attorney, Jim Wagner, created this club for me and, well, not for me, but for me and others like me who lost our positions due to the vaccine mandate. I am a teacher. I was tenured. I was in my 7th year when I was forcibly removed due to the COVID mandate.
And you're also running for office, though.
I forgot this important detail. I am running for City Council for District 46. This initiative is to help us get our jobs back, pretty much, and to help us make Brooklyn great again. Government officials have overreached their power in what they can and can't do, telling us what we can and can't do, and that's not their job. They work for us. So the best way to do this is for us to infiltrate their ranks and to get the job done.
So I noticed something, I've been to some Republican clubs, live streaming events there and talking to people, and this felt a little bit different when Jimmy Wagner opened the meeting. He noted that he had been a Democrat before, and that this was kind of a club that is maybe a little bit different in that it is inviting people from all sort of, factions, backgrounds,
political parties,
to join and come and check it out. What's your thought about just that kind of outreach that they seem to be doing?
I love it. I also was a Democrat my entire life. I recently became a Republican just because of what's been happening. And I think it's very important for us to be united. We shouldn't just be Democrat, Republican, liberal. A lot of people make it a habit to just vote for their party instead of what they believe in. So this group helps us to do that. So instead of just focusing on, oh, we're Republican, oh, we're Democrat, it's everyone is welcome here, everyone is respected here, everyone's thought process is appreciated. And I think that's why it felt differently, because it's not just beating you over the head with being in a specific party.
How did you say a little bit more about what you were doing before you lost your job under the mandate?
I was a special education teacher. I taught 1st grade. I was teaching in Marine Park, Brooklyn, PS 207. I loved my school so much. I loved my coworkers, my principal. They were all very supportive of me. It was a great school. I miss my job. I miss my kids. I don't think it was fair what happened to me. I don't think it was fair what happened to other individuals, especially because the vaccine mandate is over, yet we can't return to work. So
how did you get from there to here running for office?
So what happened was Jim was representing me and several other teachers helping us try to get our jobs back. We were fired without due process, and that was supposed to happen because I am tenured. We never received a hearing, nothing. So every time that they denied us, Jim would appeal. And so in September, we had one of our last court hearings. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of the city, even after the city said that at any moment they can decide that we have to do anything as a condition of employment. So they used the example of, we can say you guys need to get a PhD in the next 3 weeks. And the city said yes. And the judges actually ruled in favor of that. So when that happened, Jim got upset and he wanted to fight for his clients. So the goal is for us to run for city offices to help get our jobs back.
Are there other issues in the district that you're running in that are also important to you?
Yes. So like I said, I was a teacher. There have been instances that I was told by colleagues where there are certain books that are being read to young children about transgenderism, and they're babies. It's elementary school, so that's also important. I don't think government officials have the right to tell young kids about these issues. When they get older, they can become aware of it. I grew up in public school. I went to schools in the neighborhood. I learned about those things as I got older, and I think that that's ridiculous.
So these sound like some. I understand why this is the you're at the Trump Republican Club meeting. These sound like the kinds of issues that a lot of Trump voters have been concerned about. Even Trump voters who came over from different political party backgrounds.
That's me.
Right.
It is an issue. I think as a whole, I think a lot of people are just tired of what's going on and that their voices aren't being heard. And I think that's why we're coming together to try to solve and rectify what's going on. Because we can scream at the top of our lungs, but if no one's listening, then what's the point? So we had to come together to find something else that's going to work.
What do you see the next steps of this particular Republican club being in that pursuit?
Getting as many people into office as we can, and then changing the legislature and the language that's causing harm.
And what, it's obviously a really core personal issue for you, the issue of medical freedom, your freedom to make your own choice about your body, right? But why do you think that's a core issue that voters should be interested in, that they should consider a fundamental issue that they would vote on?
I think because at the end of the day, like, you know yourself, you're with yourself all the time, and it's very difficult to have someone else come and tell you what to do with your own body, because at any given moment they can change anything. We don't know how extreme it can really be. Like, that's the dangerous aspect of it, because right now it's okay, it's for the safety of the public, but then what happens when it could just be some random thing and then it'll be too late. We already rolled over, we already complied, and we never put up a fight. So in that instance, it'll be like, well, you never fought it before, so why fight it now?
So people should be concerned about always being able to exercise caution on their own behalf.
Yes, because that's really an issue. I think a lot of things do start off with the notion of being good, and then someone might come around, another entity might come around and turn something that was originally supposed to be a good thing and make it something that's extreme. So we have to be very careful with what freedoms we exercise and what we give away.
All right. Any final words you'd like to say to New Yorkers, people in the district you're running in? People who are thinking about joining this club, maybe. What do you want to say to them?
I would say, come on down. We don't bite. We're very friendly. Just come and hear us out. You know, it doesn't matter what side you're on. You know, it doesn't even matter whether or not you agreed for the COVID vaccine. It's not about whether you didn't want the shot or wanted the shot. It's more about coming together and us just agreeing that it should be a choice, you know. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's a democracy. The things that we choose to do for ourselves, for our children, it's a choice. And when you come here, it feels like family.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for talking with me.